Hello everybody, this is pt.1 and welcome to Shadow the Hedgehog, the next game in the Sonic series. I'm recording this on Friday the 13th. Probably, well, why do I say that? All the times that I screw up when I do so well off camera, we call it the Let's Player curse. Anybody who does YouTube and video games might know it. Essentially, when the camera goes on, everything goes to hell, and you just do horrible. Since it is Friday the 13th, I'm hoping that the double negative will cancel each other out, and maybe I'll do well. Anywho, this game was made back in 2005, released in 2005, and is the direct next game in terms of Sonic, after Sonic Heroes. Hold on. Gameplay, plot. This isn't the same one as before. Hold on. I had like a wiki up. Something interesting that I wanted to read. Sonic.wiki. Okay, here we go. After the events of Sonic Heroes, Shadow had abandoned Team Dark to uncover the truth of his past. Found that very interesting, and I assume so. This is how I'm going to run this series. I'll go to select mode for a minute. There are 5 paths. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is pure evil, one is pure neutral, which is this one, and one is pure good, which is this one. And then there are 2 in between. 5 paths, 10 endings. I am going to cover them all. How I'm going to do this, and I will make an exception for this episode because I'm doing introductory stuff. I'm going to try to keep it to 15 minutes of video. So for this game, it might be one or two stages with a boss. And then once I cover, I'm just gonna go straight down the line. So I'm gonna take on the pure evil path first, both bosses, and then the in-between path, both bosses, the pure neutral path, both bosses, in between, and then good. And once we get all 10 endings, there is a secret ending. So, before anybody says anything else, this was my plan from the beginning. I didn't steal it from anybody. But, let's actually go to story mode and start a new game. Enough talking.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Why does that name haunt me? It's the only thing I can remember. And that gruesome image. Maria! Who am I? And why can't I remember anything? And who is this Maria? pathetic they are. I don't have time for these humans.
Shadow.
Who are you, and how do you know I'm Shadow? And what are you talking about? Just what was that all about? If he says he knows the truth about who I am, and like it or not, I have to believe him. The only way I'm gonna get the secrets to my past is to get those Chaos Emeralds.
Yes, thank you for your input. Yeah. So this is what happens after Sonic Heroes. He abandons Omega and Rouge and goes off on his own to Westopolis. I'm gonna turn the volume a little bit. So before we get into anything, this is how the game works. There are three options.
There should be a Chaos Emerald somewhere in this
Which
city.
actually, you know what? I can use this. There are three options, depending on where you want to go. You can choose the Dumai, which will take you on the evil path. Just think of it as going up. Neutral will keep you going straight along the path, and good will go down. I say that because evil will take you up the path, depending on where you are. Neutral will take you straight along, and down, and good will take you down, depending on where it is. There are some missions which will not have a neutral path, and you have to choose one or the other. Mainly the last missions. And you can choose which one you want. Find the in this neutral, good, or bad.
The soldier. There should be a Chaos Emerald somewhere in this city.
And then the path will change. You can change your mind at any point, but if you don't change your mind soon enough, you might not get the ending that you want. So you have to be very careful with what you choose. And another thing, before we actually get started with the stage, I'm sorry. If you want to try to get all story endings, you have to play through the entire game every time. So once we cover all bases, so like once I do the evil missions once, I will cut out any footage of me doing it again, and then just go to the cutscene before the final boss for the second choice. Same thing with all the other paths. Anyway, let's get started. These pads are kind of checkpoints, and you can actually, once you get more, you can teleport to them around the stage. This game has guns. Pick up a gun, B to shoot, you know, standard controls, A to jump, X to roll and do light speed dash, Y is to discard your current weapon, and X when you're in a circle with the weapon, you'll be able to switch them out.
Hey, Shadow. Long time no see. Looks like this Black Creek really mean business.
Yeah, well, we're not doing this mission. You also have to be careful with who you do, who you attack, because it could be quite possible that you might accidentally choose or fulfill another mission. So just be careful with who you attack and kind of read into each one of them before you start attacking somebody. So you can either attack the black armed soldiers, which are these, the gun soldiers, which are these, or attack both of them and fuck it all. But depending on the mission, you might not want to attack any of them at the risk of accidentally fulfilling a good or bad mission. So now we encounter Doom's Eye, which is his way of looking or observing you as you try to go throughout the missions. And they will kind of, depending on who you are and depending on who you attack, they have some interesting lines. They might scold you or whatever it is. But it's, all in all, just kind of go with the mission. Ow. Metropolis is the only stage I'm going to be doing all 3 times, because it's the beginning of everything and it'll branch off into different missions. You just kind of gotta find the gun soldiers. Those bars in the top left and right, I'll explain in a little bit. You seem to be almost done. You stop attacking me, I'm on your side. Away. I'm sorry, I'm talking, I'm not really focusing on what's going on in the game, so I have to like stop and reboot a little bit, not reboot, but whatever. So we should be almost done. Alright. Those bars on the top left and right, they will fill up. Red for the evil missions, which is attacking the gun soldiers or whoever is the enemy at that point, and blue for the good actions. If you complete either bar, it's going to start flashing a Y key. The red bar will have you do Chaos Blast, which is essentially a huge explosion which will destroy everything around you, whether it is good or bad. And the blue, depending on what it is, if it's a normal mission, it'll kind of like sweep you through the mission if you want to get to the end, or if it's a boss fight, it will stop time so you have more attacks on it. So for yep, so let's have an example here. Do this, ow. You know what? Chaos Blast.
Still remain.
Okay, so I'm on the right track. Like I said, it will destroy both good and bad, no matter what you are. Oh, and another perk to having either of those gauges filled up is that you have unlimited ammo when it's going on. You will not lose any ammo on your weapon if you fill up the gauge and it runs. Obviously, using one of the attacks will lessen your gauge more and more. As you can see here, if I press the X button, I can teleport to the other pads that I've already activated. So. Okay, that was weird. I couldn't move. Couldn't get out of the menu. These. And they'll usually help by having an arrow over who you need to destroy, or what you need to destroy.
We're done for.
Shut up.
We're done for.
Shut up. I know I'm not using the gun right now, but you know what? I'll use it here. Why not? There you go. Boom. Gun power. If you want to fill up your blue gauge, which in some circumstances can be good, depending on what mission you have. You can also put out these fires, but since I am on the bad side at the moment, I don't need to make me suffer. I'm playing the game for a second time. Yeah, in case you didn't see my video before, this is my second time because the 25 of them that I pre-recorded, this is pre-recorded, got corrupted all at once. Could not use them at all. So. Shut up. Well, I will destroy those fools. Careful. No, it's not in this area. Kind of watch for your surroundings. 166 ammo. Soldiers, where are you? Where are thee? Die. Thank you. Oh shit. However, you are not invincible for falling into pits no matter where you are. And that is a huge blast radius. And the rest of them...
Cover fire.
There's one here. And also, Depending on how much you do, or what you do, you can actually keep that gauge going for a long time by continuing to kill the good guys and whatever else. So, ow. Never was able to get that. Oh, I know how to get it. Okay. Doesn't matter. Bang and bang.
Well done, Shadow.
I feel bad for the person who has to voice act that because they have to talk like this.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
The black aliens have hit 6 major cities around the world, and every city is reporting significant damage and casualties. Among them, Westopolis has received the heaviest casualties due to its weakened defense system. Downtown Westopolis has been almost completely destroyed. Unconfirmed sources have also reported seeing a black hedgehog in Westopolis.
Shadow? Deploy the troops now! And if you find Shadow with the black aliens, then kill them all.
But sir, isn't Shadow on our
I
side?
gave you an order, soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy. You can't fool me, Shadow. This time, you're mine.
Attention! Emergency broadcast to all mobile units. Headquarters to all mobile units. All points bulletin. Be on the lookout for Shadow, the black hedgehog. Wanted in connection with the terrorist attacks. Last seen in the vicinity of downtown Westopolis. Orders are, capture him. Dead or alive.
Out of my way. Coming through.
Stop! Don't move, or we'll shoot!
Stupid humans.
Very impressive, Shadow.
Who are you?
You don't remember anything, do you? But you will in time. But now, there's no time to waste here. Go and access the United Federation's mainframe. Understand?
Got it.
Which we will, oh, there we go. Which we will take care of next time. I guess this is as good a time as any. This is what I meant by sometimes there is not a neutral mission to go off of. For this one, if you check the story route, you have 2 missions. Stay on the evil path, or go back down to the good path. Obviously, I'm going to be staying on the evil path. I know this was a lot of information thrown at you at once, and probably not as much plot, but for the most part, I'm kind of done explaining everything. So, it's going to be gameplay for the most part from now on. So, in the next episode of Shadow the Hedgehog, we are going to do just that. And what is our mission? Ending it off?
Destroy the core program.
I will see you guys later.